Okay, so I am going to go through these answers, but you will have a paper copy of the answers also. But this will just give you a sort of a quick rundown with me. So you look at the first one, it's two things being squared, it's being added, and it equals 4. So you could say the coefficient is 1 of the x and the y. So it has to be a circle. What do I need for the circle? Center, radius, square root of 4, which is 2. So I would see on your paper 2, -3, and then you'd go right 2, up 2, left 2, down 2, draw your circle. Second one, two things being squared, being subtracted, so it's a hyperbola. So then you think of what you need. And really what you guys want to think is have the stuff in the picture and the stuff that I can see where what you got. So with this, I need my center, opposite of x, opposite of y. So -2, 4. Y is first, but if I look at this, I'm doing it as I go, it's a hyperbola, but it doesn't equal 1. So I got to divide by 9, divide by 9, divide by 9. Now that is 1. Okay. Still doesn't change the center. But remember, it doesn't matter what your x and y numbers are. Whatever's first tells you, is it up and down or sideways? So since y is first, I'm going to go up 3, down 3, square root of 9. I need my asymptotes, square root of the y over square root of the x, 3 over 3. So if I count up 3, right 3, up 3, left 3, down 3, etc., put my asymptotes, draw my hyperbola, and I do need my foci, which remember is, since hyperbola is minus, it's plus. So it's 9 plus 9 square rooted, and the square root of 18 is 4 point something. So I go up 4 points, like you're going to write that down. I'm just sort of giving you the idea of what you need. Number 3, being added. The numbers in front are not the same. They're both squares, so it's an ellipse. I need it to equal 1, so I divide everything by 16. I got x plus 3 squared over 4, y plus 4 squared over 16 equals 1. So to me, find my center. I don't really think about which way it's going to be. I just look at it. So my center, -3, -4. Now when I think about my vertices and covertices, underneath the x is a 4. So I'm going to go x, left 2, right 2. Underneath the y is a 16. So I'm going to go up 4, down 4, which means it's longer up and down. I need my foci, which is the bigger number minus the smaller number, square rooted. So, 16 minus 4, which is 12, square root of 12, which is 3 point something. So, you would find that decimal, and since it's longer up and down, up 3, down 3 from the center. So number 4, parabola, and it's ready to go. Y is squared, so I know it's sideways. It's positive, so I know it's right. So vertex, opposite of x, opposite of y. So I know I'm at 4, 1. I know it's to the right. So remember with that, I just need you to draw it. Think of 4 times p, so that means p is 1. So inside I go 1, I go left, there's my information. Okay. Um, Number 5, it's plus, it's equal to 1. They're both squared. It's an ellipse. Nothing there, so my center is 0, 0. Again, I just look at it. Square root of 4 underneath the x. Left 2, right 2. Square root of 9 underneath the y. Up 3, down 3. There's my ellipse. C squared is a squared minus b squared. So square root of 5, which is 2 point something. So then 2 point something, you will find those out. Number 6, subtracted equal to 1. They're both squared. Hyperbola. X is first, so I know it's sideways. Okay, left and right. Nothing is there. My center is 0, 0. You just got to remember what you need. Square root of 4. So I know it's opening sideways. I need my asymptotes. Square root of 9, my y, over square root of my x. 3 over 2. So I'm going to go up 3, right 2, up 3, left 2, down 3, etc. There's my asymptotes. I draw it. And then my foci to be inside, they got to be c squared is a squared plus b squared. So 13 square root of 13, which is, again, it's got to be 3 point something. So, you put those, and you would tell me the decimal. Okay, 7. So now you have 4 that are not in standard form. So the first thing you should do is sort of look. I got a positive, I got plus, they're both squared, different numbers. Means I got an ellipse. So I got to do my work. X squared minus 2x, 4y squared plus 24y. Take 1 to the other side. Complete my square. Well, this one's ready to go. Half of 2 is 1, 1 squared. Here I'm going to take my 4 out. Half of 6, 3, 3 squared, 9. But now I got to think of what I should add. What did I add here? I added 1. What did I add here? 36, 4 times 9. So now what perfect squares are those? X minus 1 squared. This is 4 times y plus 3 squared. And that is 36. It's not in standard form. Divide by 36. So standard form should be x minus 1 squared over 36. Y plus 3 squared over 9 equals 1. So then I got this ellipse. I'm going to draw it. When I think of what I'm drawing, I need with an ellipse my center, my vertices, etc. So, you should sort of see that stuff. But 1, negative 3. I'm going to go square root of 36. I'm going to go right 6. I'm going to go left 6. I'm going to go square root of 9, up 3, down 3. Foci, I'm going to do 36 minus 9, which gives me 27. Square root 27, and go from there. So I'm more just giving you the math for this. So I look, they're both squared, it's minus, it's a hyperbola. So put the positive first, minus y squared minus 4y. Take 16 to the other side. Complete my squares. Take a 4 out. X squared minus 6x. Half of 6 is 3. 3 squared is 9. Now this, you do have to take out a negative. So that actually does become plus 4y. Half of 4 is 2. 2 squared is 4. But now think of what you added. You added 4 times 9, which is 36, and you subtracted 4. So now I got 4 times x minus 3 squared minus y plus 2 squared. And if I do negative 16 plus 36, that's 20 minus 4, I get 16. Not the equation of a hyperbola. Has to be 1. So divide by 16. And that gives me x minus 3 squared over 4. Y plus 2 squared over 16 equals 1. My hyperbola should go up and down. Because I'm sorry, my hyperbola should go left and right because x is first. And you can look at your answers and see the center. Your asymptotes are going to be 4 over 2, and it's opening left and right. Number 9, it's got to be a parabola. So with a parabola, remember, you keep the squared stuff with its matching letter and the other stuff on the other side. So with this, complete the square. So I take half of 8, 4. 4 squared is 16. I got to add it to both sides. What perfect square is that? X minus 4. This is 8y plus 8. You put together that. But I need it to look like a parabola. So I got to take that 8 out. And I got y plus 1. So then when I think of drawing this parabola, x is first. So it's right side up or upside down. That's positive, so it's up. Vertex is 4, negative 1. It's right side up. You draw it. You think 4p. So that means if it's 8, p has to be 2. Go up 2, down 2. There's your picture. For number 10, we got plus. We got the same number in front. It's got to be a circle. So put my stuff together. Y squared plus 6y. Take that over to the other side. Complete your square. You don't have to take anything out. Half of 6 is 3. Going to do the same thing over here. Half of 6 is 3, so 3 squared is 9. But you got to add 9 twice. Okay, so then that's x minus 3 squared, y plus 3 squared, and that's going to give you 4. It's a circle. That is the equation of a circle. Center, 3, negative 3. Radius is the square root of 4, which is 2. So that's all your graphing. So now you're writing equations. So again, remember what I said. I would draw it. So you think, okay, I got 2, 3, passes through 5, 6. I need that. Start your equation. X minus 2 squared, plus y minus 3 squared. You need r squared. So just plug this in. This is your x, that's your y. Do 5 minus 2 squared plus 6 minus 3 squared equals r squared. That's going to be 9. That's going to be 9. 18 is r squared. So then what's your equation? X minus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals 18. because it is r squared. I don't want the radius, I want r squared. 12. Same exact thing. I mean, I don't think I need to do this one. That answer they give you, it's going to be x plus 6 squared plus y plus 6 squared. And when you plug that point in and do the math, r squared is 116. So 13, ellipse, vertices, foci. So this is the sort of harder question. So you got -3, -9, -3, -1. So you got to find the center. So what's between, however you do it, you should sort of think that's 8 numbers. Divide by 2, 4 and 4, which means that's got to be at -5, which means the center is at -5, I'm sorry, -3, -5. So you know it's an ellipse. So you know you got x plus 3 squared, y plus 5 squared. You know it equals 1. Now, when you're thinking of looking at that equation, you went up 4 and down 4. Well, up and down is y. Square that, that's 16. But you don't know how much you went left and right, but they tell you that the foci are at -3, -8, and -3, -2, which means you went 3 and 3. So you think c squared is a squared minus b squared. A squared is 16. B squared you don't know, but c squared, c is 3, so that's 9. So 16 minus what gives you 9? 7. I mean, that is definitely the hardest question. So 14, one that's graphed, that's probably the easiest question. Center is -6, -2. Here you went up 2, down 2, right 1, left 1. So just sort of use common sense. Right and left, 1 squared. Up and down, 2 squared equals 1. 15, write an equation of a parabola with a vertex and a focus. So -1, 8, that's my vertex. If the focus is -1, 12, I know it's right side up, which I know x is first, and since it's up, p is positive. So x is going to be squared, x plus 1. You do know if this is 8 and this is 12, you went up 4 spaces. So you think 4 times 4, y minus 8. And you really should make that 16. I mean, I wouldn't count it wrong, but you can do that. So again, just draw it. So this one focuses at 4, -3, but I went the wrong way. The directrix is x equals -2. So remember, this is my focus. This is my directrix. And so really I'm worried about the x. Okay. How many spaces between there is there? 6. Divide that by 3. I'm sorry, divide that by 2, which is 3, which means your vertex has to be at 1. So your vertex is going to be 1, -3, and it's sideways. Since it's sideways, y is first. So I got that. It's opening right, so p is positive. X minus 1. How many spaces did it take me to get there? 3. So that's where that 12 came from. With 17, hyperbola, vertices 3, 0, and -3, 0. So you think 3, 0, negative 3, 0, you got this. Center is 0, 0. Okay, you went 3 spaces, 3 spaces. X is first, positive. So you got x squared over 9. Y squared over what? Well, if you look at your asymptotes, you went up 4 over 3, etc. So that means this had to be 16. And then the last one, that parabola, same thing up and down. Center is 0, 0. Since it's up and down, y is first, x is second. How many spaces did you go up there? 3. So that's 9. How do you get that number underneath the x? How many did you go over? So you got 4. So hopefully watching that helps. The quiz is tomorrow. You got the answers. Work it out. Know your equations. We'll see you tomorrow.